everybody. This is Hercules. I'm your elder brother, and I'm here with you tonight to discuss how to transmute incoming attacks. Many of you may have experienced psychic pressure, or you feel like you're being physically attacked, whether it's by loved ones or friends or enemies that are angry. It could be you feel like you're being magically attacked, and anyways, it doesn't matter what kind of attack. It could even be something that could almost be a physical attack, and you've probably done this. Someone has started arguing with you, and all you did was just agree with them over and over, and they realized they couldn't get you into an argument, but they kept arguing with you, and you kept agreeing with them and going with the energy, and eventually they just turned it upon themselves and got themselves madder and madder and madder, and either they were going to collapse or they just had to shut up and walk away. Usually they just shut up and walk away. That is the perfect example of someone who is able to untarget themselves from an attack. And what did they do? By agreeing with that person, they weren't agreeing with the attack. What were they agreeing with? They were agreeing with the divine spark that's within the soul of that individual, that I am presence that's in that individual, that Christ that's within that individual. That's what they were agreeing with, and they were also agreeing with it, that which is in themselves as well. So before you can deal with any attack that's coming at you, you must claim your divine authority. Where does that authority come from? That divine authority comes from that spark of Creator, Mother and Father, that is within your soul, and it's centered within your heart, and your soul is tethered to that light. And as your lower bodies purify more and more, that's your soul sinks further and further into your body until it's fully within your body. That is the process of how a soul reaches purification and can live here as the Christ. And I'm talking about the cosmic Christ, because what you think of as the Christ, it's not only is it a state of being, it's a state of living. It's an actual way of life that's on all physical worlds that are ascending, that are going through transformation, that are going into a higher vibration. The office of the Christ is omniverse wide. We have 7 universes right now. 3 more are being constructed. Total of 10 universes. Hundreds of billions of galaxies in all of creation. What are the chances that Creator would only create a handful of beings who were special and not allow any other being out of all those galaxies to be the Christ? What are the chances are that? What are the chances that Creator, who is that vast, would actually only create 1 or 2 souls in existence that had all that the Father and Mother had? That would be pretty ludicrous, wouldn't it? The idea is for creation to expand. So there are trillions of sons and daughters of God, and you are all one of them. So you have to claim that authority while you're in the physical here. You claim that authority, and then you need to get into a higher consciousness that's above the polarity. Remember, attacks come from polarity. They come from attack and defend. If you put up a wall of defense, you'll just invite more attack. People have this idea that they're going to just wage a war and keep their walls up, and that the walls will never be overcome. But over time you wear out when you do such a thing. So why not just get away from the attack? Why not elevate yourself above polarity? And you can do this very easily. So in previous videos I've talked about the Angels song, Love, Praise, and Gratitude. It's a vibration. It's 3 vibrations in one. So you want to direct those feelings towards your heart center, which elevates your frequency into a 7th dimensional unity consciousness frequency, which is above polarity. You get in this state, and the attack will untarget you, and the attack will turn on the source of the attack. Basically, it will turn on the attacker. The attacker will be attacking themselves. And what you can do is you can use the blue flame, use a wall of blue flame, which is the first ray of creation, to leash and control that discord. And then you use the violet flame, which is a ray of transmutation. You use that violet flame to dissolve and consume what's inside that circle of blue flame. You can utilize these as very large thought forms. You can visualize a super large wall of blue flame going around a condition or a source of discord, and then you can visualize a really high violet flame, hot violet flame that dissolves and consumes this. The bigger the thought form, the better. So you can utilize these thought forms to assist you, but all you really need to do is just get into that higher frequency, and you do that by using the 3 rays of love, praise, and gratitude together, directed towards your heart, which expands your heart flame. And you can look at my other videos on how to do all this. On my second video, in the comments, I've listed all of the decrees that you should be doing every day. And when you get into this unity consciousness, you may only be able to stay in there for a minute or so, or maybe you could stay in there for 10 minutes or an hour. It all depends on your momentum, and you'll have to keep recharging and directing your attention within and get back into that consciousness. But you can always get in that consciousness in an instant if you do what I just said. Love, praise, and gratitude directed towards your soul. You will untarget yourself from the attack, and then if you can just stay there and just keep your vibration up, and the attacker will be attacking themselves. You can also choose to deal with it while you're in that vibration. You utilize the wall of blue flame, place it around that discord, and then you utilize the violet flame to transmute it and make the thought forms as big as possible. There, that's how you wage what you would think of as spiritual warfare. But keep in mind that when you're in unity consciousness, there is no war. There is no conflict. There's only one light. The 7th dimension is the beginning of the Godhead. The 7th dimension on up. So you can get into this state anytime you wish, but the primary thing you must do first is claim your innate divine authority. When you claim that authority, that means that you have the ability to change your world, to change all the conditions around you. You have the ability to charge the atmosphere around you with that God charge. And you can, according to the cosmic law, be the Christ here by living as the Christ. And the cosmic law simply is, as you live, you become, which is the true meaning of the word believe, to live something and become it. As you live, you become. That is the cosmic law. So you're not limited. Yes, you can't be source, you can't be an Elohim or Mother, Father, God, Creator, because that is the beginning of all things. But you can reach the levels that are so close to that level eventually if you gain that momentum. So really, your progress as a soul is nearly unlimited. But this world is polarized into good and bad, right and wrong, attack and defend. If you wish to get out of the polarity battles, the attack defend, because it's going to be constant if you stay in it, you can elevate yourself into neutrality, or the seventh dimensional frequency, simply by connecting to your soul and with love, praise, and gratitude. And then I just gave you 2 thought forms to deal with attacks: the blue flame to encircle the attack, to hold it, and then the violet flame to transmute that attack. So you can utilize this on yourself and your attacker simultaneously, and you're not violating any cosmic laws. You're not violating another's free choice, because you have that innate divine authority and you have an obligation to live a constructive way of life. If you choose to become destructive, then you will reap the consequences until you learn from that, and then you go back to a constructive way of life. So practice this often. Practice encircling yourself with the wall of blue flame and dousing yourself with the violet flame. And do this on a daily basis. It's part of the decrees that I wrote down in the comments section of the second video that I produced on my channel. So go look at that. And practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the longer you can stay in that higher frequency. And be mindful of yourself. Be mindful when you're out of that frequency. And when you notice you're out of that frequency, just get back in it. Love, praise, and gratitude. Direct it back to your soul, to the center of your heart. It's a very simple process. The truth is so simple, even a child can understand it. Anyways, that's all I have for you now. This is Hercules, your cosmic brother. And have a good night, and see you again soon. Bye for now.